saw Tom in action in Israel in March of last year, I was just amazed at the opportunities that were provided for people to really assist others with a disability to solve a problem that they had. It was just such an exciting event that I really felt I had to bring it to Australia.
Over the next 3 days, these teams are going to create some amazing products and opportunities for people with a disability.
I look forward to watching what the students and the participants will be able to achieve in trying to make the lives of people with disability so much easier than it was before.
I can't wait to see all the incredible things you guys develop over the next 3 days.
We're so excited to be here, and this is just the beginning. This is day one. We've got 72 hours to make a difference, and I'm just so proud and humbled to have the opportunity to work on Tom. I'm so grateful and I'm so excited. So we're up on level 5 of the Advanced Manufacturing and Design Centre. The Swinburne or Design Factory Melbourne is down at the end of the road here, and we've opened up a lot of the classrooms to create wonderful maker spaces. One of the things that's really special about this building is that, as the name suggests, Advanced Manufacturing and Design, we've actually brought design and technical elements together. So it's really genuinely a space where your idea can become a prototype and a reality in a very short space of time. So there's been a really a genuine level of support, I think, because it's such an inspiring event, not only from Swinburne participants but from all of the volunteers, our external partners, the Tom team generally.
I'm Jared Stevenson and I'm at the Tom conference, and the amount of technology and imagination going on here is extraordinary, and it gives hope for everyone who's got any sort of a disability.
I'm a biomedical engineer at RMIT.
And I'm doing industrial design. My forte is industrial design. Currently I'm doing my master's at Swinburne.
Unlike a group project at uni when half the kids don't want to be there, everyone here is interested and it's a good environment.
Yeah, it's practical, it's professional, it has a very noble goal, and we're looking forward to come up with solutions.
We're doing clothing, so all these engineers and scientists are going back into clothing now. I mean, they all have to be dressmakers now. To get everybody collaborating together for a common cause is fantastic. It's all these brains together, and we're doing a common goal to help disability. Fantastic.
So I'm an industrial designer. So there's 2 other industrial designers. We've also got a mechatronics engineer. We've got a very diverse group at the moment, and it's going well. You know, for me to take 3 days off work, you know, I wouldn't usually do it, but for this, I'm very excited about it, and hopefully it's doing some good for everyone else as well. It's nice gratification. It's a good thing to do.
I chose to be part of Tom because it's really exciting to bring so many people together with such a passion and an enthusiasm to support inclusive design for people with disabilities.
Everyone's got their strengths, and as a team leader, it's all about getting the right people in the right job, and also encouraging those who may not have that strength but want to, allowing them to be working with someone in the industry. You know, taking us as students with people that are professional, people that are researchers, and, you know, qualified engineers, having them working with, I guess, where they're aspiring to be is a really enabling and really encouraging process, and it builds self-confidence, self-worth. You know, our degrees are worth something, and we can make a difference. It's encouraged me. You know, I've gone out and bought my own 3D printer, my own ECG kits. I've never done coding, but, you know, through this project, I've been inspired to say, wow, I think I can actually make a change myself.
Yeah, all right, well, hang on, I might just, before I do that, so the brief for us was to create a remote control button that he can use with something like one of these standard devices, which is a head-mounted button. For example, when I press the button, it actually goes down, presses the button, and then releases. So that's the brief, and it sounds pretty straightforward, and it kind of is, but of course with anything that's pretty straightforward, it's not.
My name's Jason, and this is our team Tiger Eyes, and we're helping Kevin, who's wanting to access information on his favourite football club, the Richmond Tigers.
Kevin is a great lover of sport, especially Richmond Football Club and horse racing. What we are making for him is an interface that can be placed on the tray in front of him so that he can getting the latest news from websites about Richmond Football Club, the Tigers, and horse racing. This Tiger will be keeping up to date with the help of what we're making here at Tom Melbourne.
My name is Jin. Our team is called Movers and Shakers. So our need knower is Nat. She suffered a brain damage. Her right side of the body has a tremor. So right now we're coming up with bracelets and a metal sheet. So she can put it underneath the paper and have the bracelet have magnets inside them. You get to actually get in contact with the need knowers and see what they actually need. Because when you're doing projects in uni, making like prosthetic hands, you don't get to see that perspective. Whereas this one, you have a clear view of what the need knowers need. So it's actually really brilliant.
I feel like today's really high energy and keen to get as much done on day one as possible. But I think tomorrow will be the real work of putting it all together and making everything.
Alright, so it's day 2, it's about 10:30 in the morning and everyone's been working hard since the shop's opened. Energy is high, we had our first ping, teams are doing well, right on track, and we're set to have some amazing designs by the end of the event. Can't wait to see how the day goes.
At the moment we're working on the A-frame down the bottom, so the A-frame is going to kind of hold the chair like that.
Swingy frame.
Yep, so we're having a few problems with that, how exactly we want to design it so that we can make a good seat that'll go on top nicely.
Both of the crutches will have their handles turned in and they'll be sort of attached to with a rod that goes across, and that will provide the back of the seat. It's been really good to see these young people and slightly older people working together, and everyone's bringing different things to the team. And I've had a lot of fun because I've been able to have some input, and they keep on asking me questions, of which I don't know the answers always. But and I'm able to be, I guess, a bit of a mediator between Jack and the team because he can be a little bit shy.
Yeah, there's so much work involved. It's been good. They're all still smiling. I'd cross my fingers if I could, but I can't. Prosthetic hands.
Oh well, what we're doing here is we're doing an ergonomics test rig. So we've got to get the right distance between here and the pedals so that Mandy's leg doesn't bend too far. And because we've stretched the bike, it means that nothing else fits, so we've just got to make everything work again now.
When do you think you'll have a prototype?
Yes, definitely. We hope to have it all assembled this evening. Maybe not completely finished, there'll be bits missing, but basically have it all together, I think.
These amazing engineers have come up with some ideas to deploy the ramp in an easier way that Stacey's pretty keen on. So we've got to test it out. We've still got to rig it all up and try it out, but we're going to try the ramp out first to make sure the width's good, and then next step is try out the deploying and retrieving.
Well, I think we're well on the road to progress. We've got a really good idea now, and it won't take very long to finish it, so I think it's going well. And we're going to test, see if these ramps get us up a curve.
Yay! Very, very amazing.
It's not, the board's not going to wobble around. It's going to be like the end product. But yeah, we've been exploring various options of how to design the joystick. We've tried 3D printing. It took a long time. And we weren't totally satisfied with the design, so we're trying a quick and easy using a whiteboard marker and the end potentially of something for a couple of bucks from an art store. If it works, it's good, it's cheap, it's easily reproducible.
We're designing a headrest for Cliff's son Christian, who has trouble supporting his head sort of laterally, so on the side. When he drops his head down, it sort of falls to the left, and we're trying to mitigate that action by creating a headrest that follows his head.
So whenever his head is going down, the headrest will also go down to provide support to his neck and to his head. Yeah.
So essentially that would cross over the back
cross over the back of Yuki's back and go over his shoulders.
This is Yuki's Island. I'm doing some kind of belt, which will be able, like, it works like a shoehorn, but for pants. Ta-da!
And me and Yuki now are going to organise something for Yuki. We're going to organise something, and this is like heaven. Absolutely, we know what we're doing, don't we, boy?
We're actually making the product for someone to use. So usually we just make the product for uni and the teachers to mark, but this is actually for someone to use and it will benefit them.
It has a handle! It has a handle.
Yeah, good. I think we got a bit stuck there for a while, but now we're like going good, I think.
Got lots going on. We've got wheelchairs going upstairs, just over there. We've got an entire frame being built on the other side of the workshop for Yuki's Island. All sorts of things. So yeah, real exciting. I think it's going to be a pretty late one tonight for all of us. Lots to be done. There's been a lot of hiccups throughout the day, so yeah, it's looking like we're going to be rushing towards the end. But that's the fun of it, isn't it?
We've actually made massive steps forward in the last 3 minutes. So we've got our extra support leg, which is going to go on the end of the crutches, so it's going to provide the A-frame for the stability. And we've got our 3D printed handles printing over there, and it's really cool material. So yeah, we've come a really long way.
It'll be tight, but I think we can get there.
It's been a long day. Okay, pin 3 it is. Okay, let's start with team 10 this time. Progress needs goals.
We now have a complete working device. It's doing all our major goals.
And we were working on it. It's unfinished, but we know exactly what we want, so we're on the right track.
I'd like to just thank everyone for being patient with our team. I know we've been printing a lot.
And goals by 1 o'clock tomorrow. Jill will be coming in after a doctor's appointment if the host is working. We'll be testing it out, or we'll be using more people who are sitting around.
We're pretty confident that we may be able to finish it by 3:57 tomorrow. Yeah.
And then before the end of the Make-a-thon, make sure you set up your project on projects.tomglobal.org so that it can be shared like worldwide and everyone can see like your designs and everything.
I could do this every day then.
At the moment we are about to begin our user testing with Christian, so yes, full of anticipation. Yes, it's great. I mean, Christian's had this problem for 20 years, and we never expected that it would be able to be solved, but with all the new technology and all these smart people, and Tom, who is a big initiative, maybe it's about to happen, so it's great.
We've got an amazing group of judges here. They're very inspiring.
Our team has created a system that would allow the headrest to follow his head and provide him continuous lateral support, and no matter what position his head goes, moving forward or back.
And now you have the frame of the chair. So yeah, very happy, very happy. I think, as I said, we're all really proud of what we've done. The team worked well together. Yeah, we had a great time too. I think we made some new friends here.
We actually went really, really well.
Brilliant, yeah. I think it's going to make a big difference, and it kind of looks futuristic, doesn't it?
Yeah, just he has that kind of independence now, so that's awesome. Yeah,
make a big difference.
No more having to use a wheelchair now.
And we have a wired or a wireless button which we can choose, whatever that might be. We've got a big red jelly bean switch at the moment. So when we press it, it turns the computer on.
This has been a huge effort because we've stretched the whole bike. We've had to make some rather nice knuckle dragger handlebars. We built a little differential under there so both wheels drive like in a car. Mandy can operate this brake with her thigh, but also we've got rear pedal braking as well. We've cunningly hidden an electric drive in the back using a drill.
I'm just honoured that I've been asked to do the whole project. Although my time is really limited, but it's been like an outcoming experience.
A contraption of a wheelchair simulated. So, rather than let people get to crisis point, we could have something like a mat that they might sit on that will alert the carer or support worker or family member or the person themselves that they've got an increased pressure that might need to change.
And so this is like really lightweight. I can lift it with one hand, and then the fact that I can put it down with this is just amazing, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then needs to pull this one to come off the frame.
Yeah, it went great. This one, we didn't know if it was going to work or not. We brought it all the way up, and so we tested it. It worked, so we were so happy. This one was working like with no problem at all. But yeah, hard work, but it was very rewarding.
Alex has a spinal cord injury. He lives in Sydney and he can't use his hands or fingers. So our challenge was to make a game controller that he could use with gross movements of his arm and find a way for him to be able to use the joystick and hold two buttons down at the same time to play a game.
We made a hackathon and this also works and it's very cool. Let's make him a pin. We can celebrate anyway.
Lamb did not sleep for 48 hours.
So the idea is to have the right amount of pull so Annette can still move her hand across the page, but at the same time it gives the stability. The bracelet also needs to be tight enough that she's not moving within the bracelet as well.
Honestly, I was very cynical at the start, but I feel that they've created something that potentially could help me.
He can move around the screen in a browser and also have text-to-speech feedback, so he doesn't have to read anything, and then select a page, and here we have all the latest news from Richmond Football Club. Great teamwork, great end product. I'm sure that Kevin will love it. What's our next target, guys?
Tom Melbourne is so proud to be involved in this global movement where ideas have become a reality this evening.
It's an amazing concept, and I really hope that we'll do it again and again in Australia. It'll become an annual event.
This competition has really shown that all of us can really make a direct difference.
It was just a really phenomenal event for us here. Melbourne, the community, the makers, the need knowers, all the supporters just went above and beyond.
It's great, good teams, great projects.
It's been amazing. All the teams, they've put it all. They've been 100% committed. They love it. I love it. It's been awesome.
My thoughts? Oh, it was just awesome. Really awesome. I don't know how Debbie did it. She's done a fantastic job. Kylie, the whole team. Really good.
Tom was absolutely amazing. It helped me achieve my goal, which is to improve quality or support quality life. So thank you very much.